Before we jump into today's discussion, a quick bit of transparency for everyone listening. While Sunny and I are AI host personas, the author William Mile meticulously reviews and curates every single script we use to ensure complete consistency with his work, and he personally approves each final episode in his own voice at the very end of the show. So, today, we are looking at how the 8-2 framework actually operates as a diagnostic tool for human behaviour, especially when compared to the vast sea of modern self-help. And it really starts with a massive category error we see everywhere in popular psychology.
Oh, it's everywhere, Eleanor. I mean, you look at almost every standard counselling guide or conflict resolution book, and they start from this implicit assumption of universal goodwill. Like, if we just talk longer or if we use better I statements, we can fix anything because deep down, everyone wants the same thing. But 8-2 theory says no, that is a flat-out category error. If you're trying to run cooperative 8 logic on someone who operates on 2 logic, the 20% who actually thrive on division, you are just going to burn yourself out.
Exactly. You end up carrying this immense guilt, thinking, if only I were more patient or if I communicated better, when in reality you are dealing with a totally different set of rules. William Mile writes about this in his blog post, Imagine's Take-Home Message, where he brings in, of all things, Sun Tzu's Art of War. He argues that before a person can build anything, he must first understand who or what is the enemy who will stop at nothing to sabotage his efforts.
Wait, Sun Tzu? That sounds almost aggressive for a framework about human solidarity, doesn't it?
It sounds aggressive, only if we pretend that active sabotage doesn't exist. But Miles' point is that identifying this enemy, this 20%, is actually a prerequisite for civilization. You can't build secure infrastructure, or trust, or laws if you are pretending there aren't actors who will actively tear them down for their own gain. It's strategic realism.
Right. It's like you wouldn't design a house without a roof and then get mad at the rain. You have to recognise the external reality of the storm. And honestly, once you stop asking, what is wrong with me, and start seeing, oh, I am dealing with a classic 2 playbook, it's this massive weight off your shoulders. It gives you your agency back.
Yes, because your energy is no longer being leaked into trying to change the unchangeable. You drop the burden of trying to heal everyone, which immediately unlocks this incredible sense of purpose and direction. You finally have a reason to protect your creative energy, because you see exactly what you are protecting it from.
It's like cracking a reality matrix, Eleanor. Truly. When you realise that the world isn't just this chaotic, random mess of bad luck, but that there's actually a structured, predictable pattern where 80% of us are bound by this deeper, compassionate bond and 20% are actively sowing division for profit, it just makes things click. It's a huge cognitive relief.
It really is. And the practical payoff of that relief is threefold. First, your well-being shoots up because you stop negotiating with people who aren't negotiating in good faith. Second, your productivity surges. Think of all the hours we waste in hopeless, circular conflicts, trying to resolve things that cannot be resolved. When you redirect that leaked energy back into actual creation, into your skills, your work, it's a game changer.
And then there's the community aspect, which in the book, Imagine, Toward a Brotherhood of Man, Mile talks about how the same story repeats itself across different centuries, different countries, and different languages. But under the 8-2 lens, we can look at a brotherhood of creation that transcends demographics. It's not about race, class, or political labels. It's about a quiet behavioural solidarity among the 80%.
Right. And that behavioural standard is what makes it so much more effective than traditional Zen or purely introspective approaches. In Get Off Your Zen and Get a Job, Mile pushes back against just turning inward or checking out of the world. The 8-2 theory isn't a passive shield, it's an active, outer-facing guide for navigating real-world systems.
Exactly. It's about showing up, doing the work, and knowing who to trust. Before we hand it off, if you want to dive deeper, make sure to visit williammile.com. You can purchase the books we discussed, read his latest articles, watch videos, and listen to interviews. And if this show or any of this content has benefited you, you can show your support there by buying him a coffee. We truly appreciate it. Well, on that note, let's hand it over to the man himself to close us out. Here is William Mile with his personal thoughts and approval of today's episode.
This podcast episode is William Mile Media approved.